Hi there, my name's Elizabeth and I like to sew smart. And for my first handy hint of 2022, I'm going to answer a question that was put to me by one of the ladies who bought a pattern from my Etsy shop. And her question was, how do you clip seams before you turn your work to the right side? And I thought, oh, well, I may as well show you. So if you'd like to watch now, I'll show you how to do just that. So I've got some shapes here. This is a finished one, which it starts out with the wrong side on the outside here. I've stitched it, and you see it has a nice fine point, and so you need a nice even curve coming off that. I've got a square corner and a half circle. Now I'll start with the square corner. In order to make a nice sharp corner, when you've got your stitch line, you must trim that corner off just fairly close and turn your work to the right side. So I'll just turn that inside out, and I will use my scissors for this one because it's quite easy at being square. So I've cut the bulk off of the corner, and so you can see when you press this, my top stitching, that was only a sample piece, so it's a little bit off, but you can see you've got a nice square corner there, nice square one. So when you press that, what I do is, in order to get the seam out, as I'm pressing, I put this little hook thing in, little loop, and I press the seam out all the way along as I'm ironing, and that way you get a very, very clear-cut edge. Now with a curve, you need to trim. When I say you've got to clip your seams, there's a curve stitch there, but you need to just snip in, not quite up to the stitch line, just snip it in all the way around. So you need to have your work, I've gone a little way around already with this to save a bit of time, so just cut in, don't cut into your stitch line because you'll regret doing that, I can assure you. So then turning that to the right side, and using this little thing again, you can see as you push your seam out all the way around, you get a really nice shape. Now I can press that for you, but that's basically what you do. That's how you get a really nice shape. Now this one here, this has got a point on the top, that's actually this one, and so you've got to be very careful that you don't, when you're pushing your seam out, that you don't push the stitches through. That's why I have used a very, very small stitch. That makes your seam a lot stronger, and all you will do with that, you will have to clip just around the edges of that. Very, very, I'm trying to get it in view for you, all the way around and down on the curve, and the same on this side. Just making sure you're not too close to your stitch line, and then you will turn this one again inside out. Now the point, of course, is stuck way down here, so I'll take something smaller. I can try with the scissors, it might work with the scissors if that's all you have, but you just need that nice point to come out of there. So keep gently pushing that through, and then I can iron this out, and iron, pushing the seam out with this little hook, iron it out. So I can now take this, to my ironing board and press that out. Make sure it's pressed nice out. You see now the one side is nice, it's nice and curved. This side has still got still got a lot of fabric to be pushed out, and that's what you don't want. So push that again out all the way down there, and you can do it as you're ironing, but you can do it after you're ironing. So I'll just iron that. And there you have a really nice point, just like that one. And you've got your circle, half circle. So you can, if you can see what I'm doing here, as you're ironing, you can pull this right out and down there. So that gives a nice curve. And on the other side, I'll slip this in. Make sure it's out nicely curved all the way down, and just iron that nice curve out. And there you've got a really nice curve, a nice point, and a nice corner. So that's how you clip seams before you turn your work to the right side to get nice points and curves. And I'm actually going to use that technique on my next project. So I hope you'll join me for that. And until then, have a good time sewing.